If you've been following melanoma research, you may have heard the phrase mRNA vaccine and felt uncertain about what it really means. That reaction is understandable. Words carry baggage. So let's slow this down and put language back into its proper medical place. Before we go any further, one point matters. In melanoma care, vaccine does not mean virus. There is no virus involvement, no infection, nothing contagious. In medicine, the word vaccine has a broad meaning. It simply refers to something that trains the immune system to recognize a specific target so that it can respond earlier and more effectively. In melanoma, the target is not a germ, it is the cancer itself. And before we go further, turn on the captions if you like. I'll highlight key terms there and I'll place supporting details in the description so you don't need to take notes. mRNA stands for messenger RNA. The key word is messenger. It's temporary by design. It delivers information and then it breaks down. Your own cells use messenger RNA constantly, every minute of every day, to function normally. A helpful way to think about mRNA is the Mission Impossible analogy. The message is delivered, Ethan Hunt gets the message, the instructions are clear, and then the tape self-destructs. It doesn't stay, it doesn't rewrite anything, it doesn't linger. That's exactly how mRNA behaves in the body. mRNA melanoma vaccines use this same natural process. They do not enter the nucleus, they do not alter DNA, they do not permanently change cells. They provide short-lived information that helps the immune system prepare, and then they are cleared. Now, here is the part that are often skipped, and it's important. Once the mRNA message is delivered, your own cells briefly use that message to make a small protein fragment, also called a peptide. The peptide is not random, it is carefully chosen to resemble something specific about the problem we are targeting. In this case, features of melanoma cells. This peptide is the key step. It is the immunogenic signal, the actual thing the immune system learns from. The immune system does not learn from the mRNA itself, it learns from the protein fragment that gets produced from the message, the mRNA. Once the peptide is made, immune cells notice it, study it, and remember it. They learn, this is what I should be watching for, and by the time that learning happens, the original messenger, mRNA, has already done its job and it's being destroyed. So the sequence is simple. Message delivered, peptide made, immune system learns, message gone. This is where mRNA differs from older vaccine technologies. Traditionally, vaccines worked by injecting the peptide or protein directly into the body. That approach has been incredibly successful and has saved millions of lives, but it has limitations. Producing proteins outside the body is slow. Some proteins are unstable, some don't fold quite the right way, and it's difficult to tailor them precisely to individual cancers. mRNA changes the vehicle. Instead of delivering the protein itself, mRNA delivers instructions that allow your cells to make the peptide briefly in a way that looks more natural to the immune system. The protein is produced inside the body, presented in a familiar biological context, and then disappears. That turns out to be a very efficient way for the immune system to learn. In melanoma, this matters even more. Every melanoma is slightly different. The immune system needs to recognize very specific markers that belong to that individual cancer. mRNA allows the immune preparation to be closely matched to the melanoma rather than relying on a one-size-fits-all signal. So mRNA is not better because it is new. It is more effective because it is more precise, more adaptable, and closer to how the immune system naturally learns. And importantly, once a lesson is learned, the teaching material disappears. This is also why mRNA vaccines in melanoma are usually discussed alongside immunotherapy, not instead of it. Immunotherapy activates the immune system. mRNA helps prepare and focus that activation. You might think of immunotherapy as turning the system on, and mRNA as improving clarity. Some people worry that mRNA might permanently alter the body. It does not. mRNA never enters the nucleus where DNA is stored. It does not integrate into genes. It is broken down after the message is delivered. In cancer medicine, this temporary nature is actually a strength. Cancer itself is a disease of genetic change, so we are particularly cautious about anything that could alter DNA. mRNA is attractive precisely because it is non-integrating and transient. Others hear the word vaccine and immediately think of infections. That association is understandable historically, but it doesn't apply here. A melanoma mRNA vaccine has nothing to do with preventing a virus. It is about immune education, helping the immune cells to recognize melanoma more clearly. That's why the phrase matters. Vaccine is not virus. In practice, these vaccines are studied carefully, used in controlled settings, and paired with established treatments. They are not shortcuts. They are refinements of a principle medicine has used for over a century. When you strip away the noise, what remains is something quite grounded, temporary information via the mRNA, immune preparation, careful medical oversight. So when you hear melanoma mRNA vaccine, don't picture infection. Picture preparation, picture immune training, picture clearer recognition. That's the no hype, no nonsense explanation.